What's up, everybody? It's your girl Shantae back with another episode of Chatting with Shantae. How in the world are y'all doing? Me, I am doing fabulous. So before we get started, of course, I gotta say a special thank you to everyone who's been listening to the episodes, all my new listeners, former listeners, everyone who's been giving me nothing but love and support. Thank you so much. Y'all know how much I love y'all. And we're gonna get right into the episode. So as y'all can see from the title, stop sitting on your ideas. Now, this here is very personal to me just because I am someone who went through this, okay? Struggled with it. Sometimes I find myself still struggling with it, but we're doing much better, okay? So before we get started, make sure you grab your snacks, get your drinks, prop your feet up, and let's get it. Let's go. So like I said, this is something that is very personal to your girl Shantae, just because I had to get myself out of that mindset of being lazy and sitting on my ideas. Now, for me, it was laziness. For you, it can be fear, it can be doubt, it can be anything. But whatever it is that's, hindering you from executing your ideas, we got to get out of that mindset, okay? So I am talking about this from a creator standpoint, okay? Because I have officially accepted the role of being a full-time creator, okay? Like, I love to create for my own brand, for other brands, and, just doing this thing where my creativity is my life. It gets me opportunities and things like that. But before, back in 2021, which is when I started doing my videos, I really wasn't, in the mindset of being a creator. I was just, trying to figure out what the heck I was supposed to be doing. And that's when I got on TikTok. And then that's when I discovered my love for content creating videos, editing, all that other good stuff, right? So, like I said, I started doing videos last year. And I would be really inconsistent, posting here and there, not really putting too much thought into it. And there was this incident, or not incident, but this instance where, I really started to accept the role of being a creator, I guess you could say. But I was still sleeping on my ideas, being lazy, not really executing them, not really making those steps to putting them into action. And this moment that I'm about to talk about is the moment that made me realize, girl, now is the time to stop sleeping on your ideas, get out of that funk, get out of that mindset, okay? Especially if you're seeing yourself now as a creator, like this is something that you will want to do full time, make money off of it, have opportunities and things like that. No, all that stuff isn't going to be presented to you if you're not executing properly, right? So there was this trend last year on TikTok, which, if you're heavy on TikTok or you're just on it, every now and again, you may have seen it. But it was a trend that I just thought was so dope. So basically, it was a what I would wear at a blank fashion show. So Gucci fashion show, Louis Vuitton fashion show, YSL, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, all the high-end luxury brands, right? So basically, the creators, they will pull together these outfits from said brands, and then they will sit and clap as if they were front row at a fashion show, and they will showcase all the different outfits they had from those brands. So I was like, yes, I love this brand. Not this brand, this trend is so innovative. It's so fun. It's so cool. I love the song that goes with it. And I love these outfits. Listen, I love anything fashion, high end, low end, front end, back end, whatever the case is. I love anything fashion. So this is a trend that picked up very quickly, and seeing everybody put their own spin to it. Showcasing the different designer outfits they had and handbags or whatever the case is, right? Now, I have been blessed throughout my life to, be able to get some nice things, okay? But not enough to do full outfits and multiple outfits. Not just yet, okay? Not just yet. So I was like, man, I would love to do this trend, but how could I put my own spin to it to make it a little bit more relatable? Because not everyone can afford high-end stuff, and not everybody's just interested in high-end stuff. But how can I make it fun, make my own little spin to it, but still stay on trend? So after, thinking about it for a while, I was like, oh, snap, I got it. It's like this big light bulb came on in my head, right? I was like, what if I put a funny twist to it while still being on trend, by doing a what I will wear at a Target fashion show or a Walmart fashion show. Very common everyday places for everyday people, right? And it will still be funny because, it's like a little spin-off of the high-end luxury stuff. So I was like, bet. So the more I thought about it, the more excited I got. I was getting super excited up in here, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, I gotta go pull some outfits together and, edit it this way and do this and do that. Like, I was so excited about doing it. And then days are going by, the trend is growing like crazy. Okay, anyone who participated in the trend, their videos went crazy. Now, of course, I'm not doing this just to get views and clout and recognition. All that'll come later. But I knew that, for one, being on trend is likely to be seen, and because it's funny and a different twist to it, it'll be received in a different way. So I was excited for all of that. And, again, kept thinking about how I should do this, and, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to wear this outfit for this. And yeah. But that idea never left my head. I didn't write it down. I didn't kind of do like a little mock video to see how I wanted to place things and how I wanted to edit it. I did nothing, okay? But each day I kept thinking about it multiple times a day, kept thinking about how I should do it, and, watching other people's videos and like, oh my goodness, it's going to be so funny. Yes, I can't wait to do it. And I didn't do it. I didn't do it. That idea never left my head. It never left my apartment, okay? And so one day, some days later, I get on TikTok, and this is the moment that made me realize, when I have an idea that's a pretty solid idea, I need to act on it, okay? No matter how many people see it or don't see it, how it's received or whatever, just the fact that I listened and I went through with it, that's what matters. So again, after days of leaving this idea in my head, the very first video that I saw when I opened up Instagram, and this is my first time opening up, not Instagram, I'm so sorry, TikTok. The first time opening up TikTok for the day, and the very first video that popped up. I didn't scroll, I didn't search for it, I didn't, slide to the left, to the right, nothing. The very first video was a young lady who did what I would wear at a Walmart fashion show, a Target fashion show, etc., etc. Now, mind you, she killed it, okay? I absolutely loved it. I commented, I liked it, like I was here for it. I was like, oh snap, she actually did it. Yes, yes, yes. But in the back of my head, I heard this voice like, now why didn't you do that? And not from a place of, oh, it should have been me. Why did she do it? Absolutely not. Because like I said, she killed it. There was no hating. There was no bitterness or nothing. However, it was a moment that woke me up. Like, man, I can't just be sleeping on my ideas because somebody, and it's kind of one of those things where, God gives us time and time again to, use what he's given us, right? The ideas or whatever. And he wants it to be us. Okay, now, I'm not sure if it was this moment, but this just came to my head, so bear with me and stay with me. But God, it's like he chooses us to do these specific tasks, and when we are disobedient, we don't listen, we ignore him, we don't, follow through with it, then he'll give it to somebody else, and we have to watch them do what we were supposed to do. And it was kind of one of those moments like, wow. And mind you, her video blew up. Like, her video went crazy, okay? And again, this isn't just for fame and clout and views, none of that. But for me, as someone who was entering the mindset of wanting to be a creator and seeing myself doing this long term, that is the moment that woke me up like, dang, okay. Just like God gave me that idea to execute, I wasted time. I didn't do it. I didn't act on it. I didn't even write it down. I did nothing to prepare for it. So he gave it to somebody else, and he allowed me to have a front row seat to see it. And again, there was no hating in my body. There was no bitterness, nothing, because I loved the video. She killed it. It was absolutely amazing. But it was a moment that was like, okay, yeah, I get it. It just woke me up, to be quite honest with you. It just woke me up. Now, I don't know if, had I done it, if I would have been the first one to do it, or if she was the first one to do it. I'm not really sure, because I hadn't seen it done that way, with the different brands, like the Walmart and the Target version. I only saw the high-end luxury brands, so I'm not really sure if somebody else had done it that way. But literally the day, and it wasn't that she had been posted, no, the day I opened the app is the day she posted it, okay? Like, she had just posted it or whatever, and I was like, dang it, So that was the moment that made me realize how much I can't afford to just be sleeping on my ideas. Like, when you think about all the things that we are able to experience now, everything we have around us was invented by someone. It was a thought in someone's head. It was an idea. The phones we're using, the microphone I'm talking to y'all with, our AirPods, our TVs we're watching, this, that, and the third, the streaming services that we enjoy, like the places we go, all these things that are just so normal and whatever to us. These were all ideas in someone's head. And it's kind of like, what would life be like if these ideas just stayed in those people's heads? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would life be? And so, and I'm not saying, a TikTok is that astronomical compared to like, uh, electricity or whatever, but, it's just kind of getting that mindset. And, the longer you sleep on your ideas, you'll feel stuck, you'll feel frustrated, and you'll feel like you're neglecting something because you are, if that makes any kind of sense. And so I just want to encourage somebody, if there is an idea that you are sitting on, that you're sleeping on, I need you to wake up, because that could be the very idea that we all need, that we've been waiting for and didn't even know, okay? Like, for sure. And I can think of another moment that I had where I realized, okay, can't sleep on any ideas, and how much I really love to create, okay? So whatever it is that you are doing, right? Whether it's creating, you're running a business, you're teaching, you're whatever the case is, like, you got to have that passion for it too, to keep going, because with everything in life, there's highs and lows, ups and downs. It's not always a cakewalk, a walk in the park. It's not easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. It's not all that all the time, okay? There's frustrating moments. There's moments where you're questioning it. There's moments where you just want to cuss a little bit. There's moments where you're crying. There's moments where you just feel like no one understands. You're going to have those moments, but when there's that thing that God put in you to do, then you're going to find a way to keep going. So one more story, and then I'm going to get off of here. Also last year, but this was much later, like months later, like towards the end of last year, where I had saw a video earlier on in the day, and I was like, ooh, that would be a funny video to kind of recreate and make it my own. Okay, whatever. And then it wasn't until 2 in the morning where I got this idea of how I wanted to do the video. Now, mind you, I need to be asleep. Listen, y'all know those yawns where it brings tears to your eyes? Yeah, that was me, okay? Like, just in my pajamas, bonnet on, about to get some great sleep, about to roll over and go to sleep. But it seems like between the hours of 12 and 3 in the morning, that's when my brain just wants to create videos. And fun fact, a lot of the videos that y'all see me post, if you do follow me on TikTok and Instagram and other platforms, a lot of those videos are filmed between those times, like 12, 3 in the morning, because that's when all my creative juices get to flowing. I don't really know. But anyway, I don't take it for granted. So, but speaking of taking things for granted, I realized that now that I have accepted the role of being a creator and knowing that's what I want to do, I realized that just how creative I am, anything can really spark an idea at any given moment for me. I have a lot of ideas running through my head a lot. Okay, I'm in my head a lot, And so God really gave me the gift of just being creative, and I'm so grateful for it. And so I'm thankful for it, but sometimes it's like I rely on it, but I also can sometimes take it for granted as well. So let me explain that before I get into the story. So because God gave me this gift of having ideas and creating and stuff like that, I rely on it in faith, like, oh my goodness, yes, like at any given moment I can have a great idea and it'll be great, and yes, blah blah blah. But on the flip side, I can also, take advantage of that, because if God gives me an idea to actually execute and I don't do it, then I'll say, well, that's okay. God will just give me another idea and I'll go with that one. And that's kind of abusing the gift, can't be doing that. So, boom. So later on in the evening, or not the evening, that morning, 2 in the morning, I got the idea to how I wanted to do the video. So this video required a good amount of editing, because I was portraying like 4 or 5 different characters, which meant I needed different camera angles, I needed different outfits, and just all these other types of things, right? So it was going to be a while before I got to sleep. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, the video is when I was doing like when it's your birthday and you're at a restaurant and people around you start singing happy birthday. So I was portraying myself and then the waiters and then my best friend and then my mom, like how they will all be reacting and stuff like that. So that's a lot, right? But anyway, so I get the outfits together and then boom, shoot all the scenes with the first outfit, then the second outfit, and so on and so forth. And then that's the shooting part. So then I gotta edit. So I gotta make sure everything's precise and cut down right and blah blah blah. So it takes a while. So after I finish, it's about 3 something in the morning. Your girl is tired. Okay, I'm half asleep doing all this, but I'm feeling good because I didn't just go to sleep with the idea. I, executed it. And one thing about me is, if I get this idea and it's really on my head, like in my head, and then I start asking myself these questions like, how can I make this my own? How can I actually do this? Yeah, it's a done deal. So after I do all of that, I wasn't gonna post it right then and there. I was gonna save it and then post it later on in the day. So I made some little hiccup, and instead of saving it, I deleted it. I deleted that whole video, y'all. All that time of editing and switching outfits and all this other type of stuff, all for me to delete the footage. Do y'all know I was so mad I couldn't even be mad? Like, you know the type of mad you are when you're just very calm? Like, you're pissed, okay? But I was just so calm. And this was the moment that made me realize how much I love to create, because after all that, I could have been like, you know what, forget this. If I do it, I'm going to do it later, or I might not do it at all. It's not even worth it. I don't care. And I could have went right to sleep. But instead, I said to myself verbatim, I was like, you know what? This is something that I want to do. I love to create and I'm enjoying it. It's not always going to be easy. I'm going to have moments like this where it's frustrating, but that's what comes with the territory. And this is what I signed up for, and this is what I want to do. So let's do it again. I told myself that I was right here, and I said, let's just do it again. So I got everything back together, set up my equipment, got the outfits back out, and I redid the entire thing. And by this point, it's 4 in the morning. Or something in the morning. I'm tired. I made sure I saved it properly. And, actually, I think I posted it. I don't even know. But, I did what I had to do. And that video did very well. It did very well. And very well in the standpoint of me just starting being a creator and doing content and stuff like that. So that was one of my first videos that did, like, numbers, I guess you could say. And I was like, oh, snap. Okay, I see me. All right, that's cute. But all because I was obedient. I executed my ideas. I didn't give up. I didn't let my frustration in that moment, overcome what I wanted to do. So, yeah, I love that video though. That's one of my favorite videos that I've done, only because of the behind the scenes. Not even the outcome, even though I love the way it came together and stuff like that, but it was just the endurance that I went through, And quite as it's kept, the second video, the one that actually got posted, was better than the first one, so that worked out pretty well. But I say all that to say and tell y'all these stories just to say, if there's ideas that you're sitting on that you need to be doing something with them, do something with them, please. Please, and not just to get recognition and for other people's validation, but it's really for you, okay? Really for you, that satisfaction of, having something in your head and then taking the steps to get there and actually executing it. And even if you don't execute it the way you want, just the fact that you tried is amazing, okay? So don't let the fear, the doubt, laziness, or anything stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. And y'all know I always gotta, tell you what Auntie Tabby be saying, because Auntie Tabby be saying some stuff. Do you hear me? She says, if you think about something more than twice in a day, then you're supposed to be doing something with it. And prior to being a creator and doing videos and stuff like that, I was like, now what that's supposed to mean, okay? But now that I can apply it to my personal everyday life, oh, she's right. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here before I get to rambling, but quit sitting on your ideas, guys. Please quit sitting on them. Again, they could be the very thing that we need right now. All right. So I'm going to let y'all go. And I just want to say I love y'all and thank y'all so much for all the love and support. Oh, honey, y'all got a girl feeling real cute. So if you follow me like on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, Twitter, whatever, I've been posting cute little pictures and videos and whatnot because I was feeling myself just a little bit. And baby, y'all was feeling me too, okay? Like, y'all got me feeling real cute, okay? Yeah. But anyway, I'm finna go. I love y'all. Bye.